Well, good morning. I am going to be doing a little bit of rock painting today. So you guys come on in. So what I have here is a new rock. Actually, it's one that's recreated because I had I had painted it with an acrylic paint, a spring green, and then I had a real cute snail that I drew on it. I varnished it too quickly, and that snail just began to smear the shell, began to smear. And so I had to redo this rock. And I really was sad to have to redo the rock because that snail was so pretty, and I had gotten a lot of good views on it, good comments from views on it. So this one I really like. He's similar to the one that was on this spring color rock. I use spring color on the rock again, so it has the same rock color. But I decided to do this snail differently. And so I made a black snail with the blue shell, but I'm not done with the shell. I'm going to be adding to the color of this shell. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put that right there, get another sip of my... Okay, so let's see here. Oops, I bumped the camera a little bit there. So let's see here now. The blue has dried, so I'm going to mix some yellow into the color of his shell. Okay. And then down here, this is what is so much fun about the acrylic painting and putting snails onto shells, is that you can just mix and match your colors the way that you like for them to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and I need to purchase a blow dryer so that when I'm painting I can move along a little quicker, because you can, like, add your colors to your snail shell, and you can dry them with a hair dryer. So it allows you to move along a little quicker between the sets of paint. So the snail that I had on this rock was a tangerine orange, but I decided to make this one black. I like the pewter gray acrylic paint color for a snail, and I also like the tangerine orange. That's pretty, but I thought I would try the black because I knew I was going to do some creative things with his shell. So far I have a blue and a yellow on that shell. One of the colors that I am finding such a hard time to find in any of the stores is a green. I mean, this is like a new shamrock green. It's not a green. And so I'm going to have to keep looking at a basic color. All right. So I'm adding more. And this is a green. So once that color dries, it's easy to apply another. It won't smear. I'm going to have to go back over that. But the green is coming on very nicely. I'm going to go back over the yellow, but not right now. Let's see here. I wanted to get a different blue in there. So this is a gloss tropical blue. I wanted to work that in a bit. Let's work a little bit more of that in. Now, if you do acrylic painting of any sort, let me know. Drop a comment. If you have any questions or anything you would like to see me paint, drop a comment because I like to go back and read the comments. Looks like Harmony. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for your comment. I think it's cool too. I mean, I work all week and this is a good way to relax. I'm going to also give him Well, thank you for subscribing. If you guys have not subscribed and you like some of what you see, subscribe and let your friends know about the channel. Have them to subscribe. It's a lot of fun and you don't have to be perfect at this. So Harmony is so easy. Just go outside, pick up a rock, wash it, let it dry. Buy you some acrylic paints, get some brushes, and just start. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's a lot of fun. I find it as a good de-stressor because I work 40 plus hours a week. And when I'm not working, this is something that I enjoy doing. And it's just a lot of fun. And you know, with these rocks, there's so many things you can do with these rocks. You can give a rock to a friend. You can leave a rock in a garden somewhere. There's so many things that you can do with these rocks. I get so many compliments on these rocks, and they're so much fun to make. And this is getting all over my hands, but this paint is washable. You can easily wash this paint off. So I'm just going back over this to add a little bit of a shape to it. I just want it to put a little bit into this area. Actually, I like that. I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm just painting on top of paint. If you want to add more colors, it's easy to do. Okay. So get these brushes washed. While I'm painting, I like to drop my brush into some water, because with this acrylic paint, if you don't, it will dry up really quick and ruin your brush. It'll make it so stiff. So when you're painting, make sure you have a cup of water with some soap in it nearby. Okay. All right. So I think that's looking pretty good. It's going to dry, and then once it dries, I'm going to spray varnish on it so that the little the colors, the acrylic colors, don't flake off. So I seal it with acrylic varnish. I varnish it about 2 or 3 times, and it'll hold that shell with all those nice colors. Yeah, the green one. Which one are you talking about, Harmony? The green one? So I have quite a few rocks I've done. This one with peace on it, it was so fun to do, but it took a while to do it because I had to start with the base. Of course, with the base, I put the Mod Podge on it. I washed a rock. Actually, let me start from the beginning. I was out walking. I spotted this great rock. It's shaped, kind of shaped like a heart. And then I washed it. I let it dry. And then I put this stuff called Mod Podge on it. And I let it dry. And then the Mod Podge, what it did is it seals the holes in the rock so that you can write on the rock, paint on the rock smoothly. And then, so once the Mod Podge dried, I put tangerine orange and some blues, and then I blended those together. And then I let that dry. And then once that dried, I got a, I was thinking about, what it is I wanted to write on this rock. And peace really did come to mind. And so I used a sort of a blue color. It may not look blue here, but it is blue. and I just wrote out the word peace with the color. I took my time and easily wrote it out, and it don't have to be perfect, but it just needs to be readable because it is a rock, and so we're not really looking for perfection. We're just looking for something that you can easily read. I've gotten so many compliments on this rock. I'm going to have to do some more, and it was so much fun doing. I think my favorite is this one with hope on it. And a lot of people have complimented me on this one as well. And I was going to give this one away, but I think I'm going to do another before I give it away. I see the little libraries that are coming up in the neighborhoods where people can go and share a book. So it's kind of like this little thing that looks like a birdhouse. You walk up to, you can open it, and you see books on the inside. I'm thinking about putting a few rocks in there alongside some of those books. Because I think, as the readers come and choose a book, they'll see the rocks and get inspired. Because I think that's what rock painting does for a lot of people. It inspires people. So, that kind of goes back. Well, what do you do with the rocks? You can do so much. You can give them away as gifts. You can drop them in just areas where lots of people walk by and will see them and enjoy them. Okay. You don't want to get too much paint on your brush when you're working in with something tiny like this. This is so tiny. Just going back over the yellow. Thank you. Sometimes I choose a rock harmony that I think that I like, and then, I wind up one day I choose one, I think, oh, this is my favorite. Then the next day it's like, no, I think this is my favorite. I'm also putting these on my Etsy site for sale as well. So as I do them, I'll add them to the site. I've just started the Etsy site with the rocks. So I think I got a faith rock out there, and that's about it until I can get caught up on drawing and painting more. I'll just gradually add them for people who might want to get one. And actually, I think I'm going to just take a few to work with me, and I'm going to put them on my desk because they're a great conversation piece for that as well. So what I did, I just went back over the yellow. And so if you decide to do this, make sure that you're satisfied with your colors, and you go over the ones that are not, really vibrant. Just go over them again, because this one is looking pretty good. I have a little bit of a glare on the camera here, but it looks good. And so I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to let it dry for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to spray some varnish on it. I take the rock outside, and I have a really good can of varnish that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I think it's called Carna, something like that. I'll look at it again. Um, and So you don't hold the varnish can real close to it. You're about, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches away, and then you spray it lightly. And the varnish will add a shine to it and add protection for your artwork, your painting that's on your rock. And I varnish mine 2 or 3 times so that I can, maintain the quality and the shine of the rock. It makes it very pretty, just the way to close it in and seal up your work on the rock. Okay, so you guys, I have more rocks that I've done. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If you like rock painting or you just like to watch it, watch people do it, please subscribe. This is one that I did, and I put the name of Jesus on this rock. And also I do scripture reading on my channel as well. You'll see some of that. And this started out with an antique white, and it just wasn't enough. So I added a blue to it, the base of it. And so that made that real pretty background. And then I just wrote Jesus in red acrylic paint, and I varnished it. And it's one of my favorite. I like to do word rocks. Of course, I have the hope, the faith, peace, Jesus. And then here's one. Whoops, I just hit the camera. Sorry. Here's one. Grace. That was a lot of fun to do. I didn't even cover the whole rock with the blue. And then the grace is written in the antique white acrylic. And then I did one with joy. And joy just has the white background with the pink acrylic. I used it to write the word joy. This rock is very refreshing, and I can mix it when I'm just trying to design my rocks or lay them out. This rock is really nice as a centerpiece. So when you're picking up your rocks, I like to kind of look at the rocks that I'm picking up outside when I'm going for a walk and looking at picking up rocks to color. You look for something. What I do, I look for something that is small and it doesn't have, too many holes in it, that has a nice flat surface, at least on one side, that I can write on. Now, this little snail rock that I did, it doesn't really have any of that. And I found that it was so easy to draw on because, see, there's a little ridge there. There's a ridge on top. But for some reason, this little snail fits perfect on it. I was able to draw the shell, and there's enough solid to pick up the center point of that shell. And then, see, the rock here, it just goes rough here. But I was able to get the snail's body along that rough edge. So this rock was perfect. So that tells me that if you're going to do rock painting, kind of have an idea of what it is that you're going to be putting on your rock and visualize it in your mind and think about what you want to put on the rock, visualize it. And then I usually take a pencil and I'll draw on the rock to give myself an outline. And so this one turned out so well. And again, this rock has a flat surface here. And so I'm in the beginning stages of this rock. I picked this rock up yesterday. I washed it off when I got home. And then I put Mod Podge on it. So it has a coat of Mod Podge, so I can easily write on it, easily paint on it. So that's the beginning stages. And then this is another one of my rocks I absolutely love. It has that pink base, and I just put some nice flowers on it with a cute butterfly. And so, guys, I really do appreciate your tuning in today. And Harmony, thank you for all your comments. If anyone else if you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do that. I love to read my comments. And if you would like to see me paint something on a rock, just let me know what it is. I'll see if I can do that for you. And now here's another one that is a piece size, what I decided to do with this rock. So, you know, again, when I was on my walking journey, I saw this rock and I thought, you know, that's shaped like a slice of something. And so I was easily able to come home, wash it, put the Mod Podge on it, let it set for a while to dry. And then I just gave it an orange base. And I thought, well, okay, I'll do some pepperoni. So I did the pepperoni with the red acrylic paint, the little, you know, pepperoni in there. And then I did a little, it was like a golden sunset, kind of a brown for the crust there at the back. So that was a lot of fun to do. And then this is my love rock. This snail was a lot of fun to draw. And this rock was perfect for his shell. And then the word love right there on the corner. It was a lot of fun. And this is one that I really am going to give away to someone because it's such a sweet little rock. Now this one I varnished again yesterday, and I was surprised to see that it's really shiny. And this snail is done in a pewter gray, if you can see that. This is one of the colors I really like to use for the snail. I'm going to go back and do part of this snail's body again in the pewter gray, and just do a little bit of touch up on it. I didn't varnish this one right away because I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do with my rocks and what needed to be done. So I'm going to touch it up again with the pewter gray and probably some of the yellow in the shell as well. This is a lovely rock, and it was a lot of fun to draw. And this is a great one for like a flower bed or a flower pot because the colors are so vibrant. Okay, so the one that we worked on today, it's pretty dry. It's dry enough for me to handle. And I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. It's really cute. So managed to put green, sky blue, yellow, red, and a dark blue for the shell, black for the snail's body, and it's on a summer green rock, acrylic painted rock, summer green. Okay, so I will see you guys next time. And next time I'm going to have some more interesting things to show and some more interesting things to do.